Discussion panel, may I invite Dr. Anchali นะคะ Dr. Anchali นะคะ the Managing Director of กรุงสยาม Hospital to be the moderator and Professor Dr. Sadok, the CEO of Panorama Medical Group, and Mrs. Katerina, the chairwoman of Panorama Medical Group, and Kun Patiraporn, our Vice President of the Thai Spa Association, to discuss on the topic under the Health, Medical Spa and Wellness Tourism Opportunity in Thailand. เชิญค่ะ
Hello. Yes, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is very special event that we have opportunity to see the many honorable guest speaker who have the professional. But anyway, some of the topic that we prepare for this panel discussion perhaps to change depend on guests available. Okay, thank you. Shall we start now? Okay, sure. Today, the scope of the discussion today in the morning section, we listen to many guest speakers. We get a lot of the knowledge and information. The key was to have the scope of today morning is about to wake up us, how is going on in the global of the world medical and then the health business. May I ask Dr. Sadok, please? I think one thing that we would like to know is about, how to build, what is the marketing channel to build the trust of the tourists, to bring the tourists to Thailand. Yes. What is the most effective, marketing channel? Yes, well, please.
First of all, I try this. Everyone hearing me? Okay, good. Do I have to stand up for the people in the back, or I'll stand? I can always sit down after. Okay, the question is trust. Good. Let me go back to my origins. I'm coming from Switzerland originally. And what we learn in Switzerland is only quality and only efficiency will allow you to do business. If you do not supply what you promise, you see, marketing, whether you do advertising, whether you do movies, videos, with clothes, without clothes, and so on, is promising to the visitors a lot. You show them sundowners, you show them the beautiful sea, the good food. When they come over here and it's not available, they are not coming again. So, in my opinion, and this is what I also tell my students when we talk about trust, you can earn trust only through your quality and through your efficiency, meaning whatever the marketing has promised for you, because sometimes you do not have control over the marketing. If the government is doing marketing or an association and you are working as small enterprises, they promise things that you cannot do. So please, it is meaning that it needs to be coordinated. And then, when you have the trust of the people, they will start talking about you. They will start giving you compliments. This is what we call the mouth-to-ear promotion. And then, of course, after that comes the money, the business. Okay?
Thank you. Very good point. Yes. You mentioned about some kind okay, for the wellness and the house, they have many sides of the business. Okay, we're talking about the small and medium. So when you're talking about the trust, that means the trust and the standard. What do you think, in your opinion, what is the minimum standard that required for the SME business in this industry?
Okay, it's me. keeping up standards and building up trust means that when you go and start working on the concept of your company and the concept of what you would like to offer your customers, you have two approaches. One of them is general, and one of them is unique, USP. Maybe you heard this in your professional language. USP means unique sales proposition. And again, in Switzerland, they say, tailor, do not make a cloth which you cannot wear. Meaning, please consider that when you start your business, when you start developing, what would you like to do? I think, if they are still around, hot springs. Hot springs in Europe is an integrated, the general spa and wellness entity, as you have heard from our Italian friend, because they have the hot springs, they have a medical service, they have massages, whether they are naked or not. I've never seen naked, by the way, so I have to go and visit them and see what's... But okay, Katharina says, naked means you're having a bathing suit. You are not allowed to go in with your clothes, but you are supposed to have a bathing suit. So it's not completely naked. Anyway, please consider what you would like to offer and what you can afford. Because I think I mentioned to you, we have these 18 points of criteria when we start building up what we call medical tourism. Can you afford being at the airport, talking to the AOT, getting a license, going all the way into the duty-free, getting your passengers from the airplane? Costs a lot of money, is very complicated. And if you do not, I do not want to be offensive, and I know that in Thailand we should be careful, but I'm saying what I think. In order to get into the airport and so on, you need very good connections in the government. And connections in the government cost money. And this is money you did not earn yet. This is only your concept. So please consider, do you want to, if you offer it in your package, you have to do it. Same as what kind of transfer or transportation are you using? Are you promising Rolls-Royce? Are you promising Mercedes? Or are you promising Toyotas? Can your driver speak English or not? Can your staff speak English? One of the biggest problems we are having here in Thailand is that hospital staff, spa staff, even the drivers, they don't speak foreign languages. They speak very good Thai. I'm very jealous about the Thai because I cannot speak so good. But I cannot communicate. Very, very difficult. Then, of course, quality of your personnel. Do you send them for training? Do you tell them how to speak with customers? What are you promising in your concept? This is part of your management idea. And again, if the people come, you can sell directly, like most of the hospitals in Thailand do today. If you're having a travel agency and you specialize in medical tourism, the hospitals are your biggest competition because they want to do everything by themselves. If you are a smaller company and you are using travel agencies, okay, you need to tell your travel agents what is in the package. You create package with all kinds of services, and they need to explain to the customers. Because the most important for you within the trust is customer relations and customer confidence. I think I speak enough. You have more questions. Sorry.
Thank you, Professor. Kun Pim, what do you think, in kind of we still got the SME business. For the SME business, what do you think the e-commerce, how the e-commerce play the important role on the marketing?
Thank you. Before going to further e-commerce, may I ask, confirm what Dr. Adolf says also for the trust, for the quality, for the deliver what we are promising as well. That's why we are here. We're trying to support industry for the education standard and innovation. This is all what you say, right? Quality, standard, the thing that we are integrate or thinking about that as well. So for ourselves, I mean in the industry, for the wellness or spa, what we are preparing to be ready for the wellness tourism or for the medical tourism. That is the important thing for that. We have to prepare for that. What we are offering, what is our USP, that is also important. In the Thailand, we start doing for the quality, quarter standard. For the spa, for the small shop as a massage center, that is also be preparing for the quality. By the Ministry of Public Health, we have the standard that everyone needs to qualify or certify. Even also the medical spa, the wellness, this is under the regulation by the medical regulation as well. That's what we are preparing for that one. We are learning, we are preparing for all the information for the quality. Besides that, the MOPH or Ministry of Public Health, not just only the basic certification, but also up to the world-class level to have the silver, gold, platinum for the world-class. Is it enough? Maybe the size or the trust is maybe not enough because that's in Thailand. But we were looking for the global, we're looking for the internationally. So it's a sign as we are preparing for the ASEAN. The ASEAN country is working for the ASEAN Spa Services Standard as well, which will be implemented in 2015. Thailand is the country leader for that one. So we are now trying and preparing for that one, especially also for the language as well, that we are tomorrow. If anybody would like to attend, we also have the untapped opportunity. We're talking about spa opportunity and spa conversation with different accent as Indian, Australian, German, and many about 10 people that coming also. That is also for the wellness. As ISO, that is preparing for the quality as well. It's ISO in part of the wellness, which is focusing for the wellness services. In Thailand, we are planning as a government doing for the wellness hotel. So what is a wellness hotel? What is a healthy hotel? This is what we are looking for. By the research yesterday, if anyone attend the congress, you will see that the research saying that consumer looking something not just only relaxed, but something for authentic, something that alternative as for health, for the spa cuisine, for the something that is alternative thing, that is the complementary, that is gooding for their health. The hotel coming for attend, because now it's not just only people going to the hotel and stay and sleep overnight, going shopping and then wake up and then going shopping and then wake up. But the hotel is going to be as a wellness. They have more facility, especially all the spa or wellness opportunity as well. Going back to the e-commerce, that is the one thing that is in part of the technology. By the research again yesterday saying that mostly people searching for the spa wellness by internet. Most at that looking for. So what are you have to prepare? We have to prepare how you deliver the message to them. Because everyone talking about wellness, spa package, massage, how you be different from that. And how they understand, because they cannot go to your spa immediately. So they're searching. And how when they search, is this good quality for the photo? Is this your spa package menu? Is that clear enough? If you say that massage, aroma massage, how you different from other? Because e-commerce is that people have to search at least reading or checking from the internet. So describe everything how you different. The price is clear enough, because this is another part that there is for their consideration as well. That is the people searching from the internet more than about 40-50%. And another one is from the word of mouth. This is very important. But by the word of mouth, when I say that this is very good from the St. Carlos, so okay, I have to check by the internet or website as well. Let's just go back to the e-commerce. maybe just only for this one.
Yes, thank you very much. So when for the marketing, I'll come back to Professor Sadok and Kumpim. I have the conclusion at the same time. Yes, I'll have the conclusion. Number one, you have to build your concept. For the concept, what is your uniqueness? What are you are the best on that? And keep emphasize on that. And keep the quality of the service. That will bring the people back to us. And secondly, seem to be at now the internet marketing is one of the effective and cheapest way seem to be. So what are you going to present? That is your face. But at the same time, you have to don't forget that you're promising already on what you show. That is the most important. Yes. So I will go to the next question to Madam. Yes, perhaps, as you have seen the development of the health and wellness in Thailand for some years, what you think, what is our strength and weakness in the point of view that you could see? Yes, it's big, but perhaps the emphasis on what our strength, so our people can know and try to develop more. And what is the weakness that we should
I
come up
think
with?
what you offer is very good. It has been very good over the years I have been here. I've been doing quality control in many spas. What is not so good is we have been talking about standards. And you have the standards coming from the outside, from the government side, and you have the standards within your own spa. So, for instance, you have a standard for a hot bath, it's 60 minutes. And then this 60 minutes is very rigid in your spa. And when a client comes and does not want 60 minutes, the young woman does not know what to do. And this is a problem. I say, I cannot be 60 minutes in a hot bath. She said, that's what you have to do. You see, I think there you have to start working on the flexibility of what the client needs or can do. Or there is a treatment where you lie on a table and you have showers. Some people, they drown just thinking of that table. So when it's included in the package and you don't know what it is, please feel flexible enough to say, okay, you cannot do that. We give you something else which might have the same effect, but which is not scaring you. Within the spa, the staff is not trained to be flexible, to think flexibly, and that would be your huge advantage, because you have got the lovely girls with the smiles, they are kind, well-trained, you have very well-trained staff, but to be personalized for the client, this is, I think, a very important part, and this is, I'll not go back to a spa where they don't try to give me what I can support, what I can survive, and I feel well, when I think I'm scared, or you have music. Ask them, do you want music? I don't want music, I want it quiet. You see, but no, they put on the music, and then I say, no music. Oh, but we have to have music. See, little things which make it comfortable or uncomfortable. And then I say, I'm stressed, I'm coming out of a spa and I'm totally stressed out, instead of I'm walking on clouds. I think this is very important. That's more or less what you wanted to.
Actually, that's true. That is, seems to be that is the most our strength point from Thailand. That is a human touch, and then understanding with the service mind. Yes, that is our strength. I think you understand the question. Thank you, Madam. So this morning, I heard from the Professor Lampard talking about the competitors, from the Thailand competitors. Seems to be you mentioned about the China and India. Yes, please give us more information or more opinion on this, please.
Okay. It took Thailand approximately 10 years to reach #1 position. And reaching #1 position means, according to the criteria that we were talking about, is the treatments are available on high quality, immediately, accessibly, affordable, and so on and so forth. One of the very first criteria that we put up in competitiveness, meaning being competitive with the other regions, was that the obligation from the facilitator, from the hospital and the so-called travel, the wholesaler side, the marketing side, was that we promised an answer for every inquiry from wherever they come, because we have email, similar to internet, working immediately. We promised responses for inquiries within latest 48 hours. At the beginning, when everyone was very hungry for business, including the hospitals, we were very quick. People received responses and they could make decisions within 24 hours. I see a problem today, 10 years later. The competitors or the other countries around us, I'm not talking now about the other side of the Pacific or whatever. I'm talking about the immediate competitors, who are Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia not so much. Myanmar might come in years, but it's not there yet. There was a rumor that Vietnam will come up, but they failed. They collapsed down. But India is, allow me to use the word in English, fierce, very strong competitor. And the one who is now coming in is China. And maybe I'm already answering a question of the future for you, but my problem today about competition and remaining competitive is that the Thai hospitals and the Thai doctors, I apologize, but they became fat and they became lazy. I cannot say it in another word. Very saduak, very convenient. We lost a client from the Middle East. There was a petroleum company. They wanted to send their employees for treatments here in Thailand, checkups and whatever they need within the petroleum, within the oil company. Their condition was answer on inquiries within 48 hours. We lost it because it took us 2 weeks now to get answer. And it was not one hospital, it was 5, 6 or 7. And the problem here again, I'm talking to you what we call cultural bridges. We observe from the outside, as non-Thai, we observe and maybe we speak about this. You know it, the Thai know it, but you do nothing against it. And this maybe become a problem is the so-called social hierarchy. Social hierarchy in Thailand is vertical, from top down, and everything which the top is not deciding, the employees will not take responsibility. And it happened to us this time. And this is one of the points that I'm trying to productively criticize, because I don't want this to say, I want to repair it. But in order to repair, I need to criticize first. Is that when we talked to the secretary, we sent, the inquiries to all the contract hospitals we had, because it was a big contract. When 2 days later no answer was there, we called the secretary and said, oh yeah, we are still working on it. I said, why are you working on it? You know, we have a contract, you need to perform. Oh, you know, doctor is busy. Ajahn is busy. Now between secretary and Ajahn is a very big so-called respect gap. Because the secretary will not dare going into the Ajahn, into the doctor office, knock on the door and say, you know, they need answer. They prefer to tell us, oh, you know, Ajahn has no time. I say, go again, talk to, there are directors of marketing in the hospitals which try very hard to get more clients, and there is customer service. Most of the hospitals now have call centers. Talk to them, talk to them. This is big money. Oh, maybe, yes, no, he's busy, he's not working today. And this is one of the points that disturbs me with the competitiveness, because I can promise you that the Indians, who are very, very aggressive, they speak the language, they know the work. The problem is there that before I finish, if I put, you know, the stop on the email and I send it, I already have the answer. The other question there is, and this is where Thailand has a good chance, and this is why I talked about promising marketing. The Indians are quick to say yes, but they are not so good on delivering. They will say yes to everything. They will sell you everything they want immediately. But when it comes to performance, oh, this is broken, and this is not working, and then so on and so forth. So the Thai have a chance. Malaysia and Singapore give us European quality. Mark my word, European quality. But like European, they are more expensive. Again here, I have a problem with competitiveness because Thailand slowly but surely becomes more expensive. We have inflation. We have about 8 to 10% inflation. Prices are getting very, very steadily, I do not say quickly, but steadily to be compared with Malaysia and Singapore. If this happens, what would you do as customers? If you can buy a white shirt in this shop and in this shop for the same price, what will you do? So this is another thing. The Chinese have numbers. Everyone wants to have the Chinese as clients. Same as we wanted the Arabs before, the Middle East. The Chinese have a lot of limitations and restrictions in their laws how to treat patients. The Chinese do not need anyone. There are enough Chinese to take care of themselves. As I told you, I think 60,000 Chinese came last year from China to Thailand to treat something special. If you want, we can talk about the special market, but Chinese will go for traditional Chinese medicine. And it is very important that we learn this as well. All the spas here should know traditional and heritage treatments, so you can attract them. All the other treatments they are looking for, as I said, are more complicated. I would say at the moment, the Chinese are not such a competition, but please do not sleep. Within 3 to 4 years, they will be there the same as if the Indians start providing quality, which we have here, and they still do not have. We'll have to work very hard on promoting the unique sales proposition we are having. Why is medical tourism in Thailand still better and still number one in comparison to the others? Okay. I hope I answered the question.
Yes, thank you, Professor. Seems to be he delivered us the real answer that we should come back and look into ourselves, and all those answer is really true. Yes, thank you. So, anybody have any answer to ask our guest speaker? Okay, please. ได้ค่ะได้
อยากจะเรียนถามวิทยากรว่าประเทศเราเนี่ยตอนนี้ยุทธศาสตร์ในเรื่องของการแข่งขันกับประเทศเพื่อนบ้านเรื่องการท่องเที่ยวเนี่ยเริ่มจะไม่มีจุดขายเพราะว่าเราขายธรรมชาติขายทะเลมานะครับอย่างสิงคโปร์ตอนนี้เขาปรับตัวนะอย่างเช่นทำสวนสนุกทำคาสิโนทำอะไรต่างๆนะครับมาเลเซียก็เช่นเดียวกันตอนนี้ผมกับผู้ประกอบการเรื่องน้ำพุร้อนนะในประเทศเนี่ยพยายามเสนอยุทธศาสตร์ให้กับทางรัฐบาลเพื่อที่จะสร้างเมืองสปานะครับตั้งแต่เหนือจรดใต้ลงมาเนี่ยนะครับก็อยากจะให้คอมเมนต์หรือให้คำแนะนำให้ทางวิทยากรช่วยให้คำแนะนำในตัวนี้ว่ามันควรไม่ควรอย่างไรครับ
โทษนะคะขอทวนคำถามนะคะ
เชิญครับ
ขอทวนคำถามก็คือว่าในอดีตที่ผ่านมาเนี่ยประเทศไทยเนี่ยนะคะจุดขายของเราก็คือเซอร์วิสและก็ธรรมชาตินะคะแล้วก็ทางกลุ่มผู้ประกอบการเนี่ยพยายามที่จะสร้างคอนเซปต์ใหม่นะคะเกี่ยวกับน้ำพุร้อนถูกไหมคะแล้วก็อยากได้คอมเมนต์ตรงนี้
คือเราจะพยายามพัฒนาให้น้ำพุร้อนเนี่ยเป็นขึ้นระดับเป็นหมู่บ้านเป็นหมู่บ้านสุขภาพหรือเป็นเมืองสปานะคะตั้งแต่เหนือจดใต้นะครับเพื่อที่จะเป็นเพื่อที่เป็นยุทธศาสตร์ในการแข่งขันเพื่อเป็นจุดขายใหม่ของประเทศนะครับ
Okay, I'm summarize the question. The question is, he said in the past, Thailand have the selling point on the natural, and now seem to be this one is okay is still, but we need the new concept. So his group have the proposal in the government to develop like the spa city along from the south to the north on the hot spring point. What do you think about this strategy? Please give the comment.
Thank you, Kumpricha. In Europe, hot springs is very ancient, very old, very popular, and the reason for this is that we have very long, cold winters. And unless you have heating in your apartment, you will be freezing, so people go to the hot springs. We do not have the strong, long, cold winter problem here. So here it's more therapy, it's more well-being. I do not have much knowledge about how many places with natural hot springs there are in Thailand. And this, I believe you have done the survey, and you should know how many places can compete with you. Okay? But to the question of natural, one of the major attractions of Thailand have been traditional knowledge. I dare say, please excuse me if I'm not complete, but I know that Isan, a lot of traditional knowledge about how to work with herbs, how to work with natural resources. I am not so sure about Isan if they are good in environmental management, that they can sustain, but the knowledge is there. The products in Thailand, and I see some good producers here who follow the line, keep natural. Look what this natural product can do for you in terms of therapy, healing, or in terms of well-being, feeling good. And how do you produce them? Sometimes natural products will maybe cost more than chemicals, because chemical is mass production. There is no such thing as individualized high quality, yes, but individualized chemical products, because they have machines. The machines need to run. The machines need to do money. They do not stop with the small quantities. So they become also cheaper than individualized, personalized service. What does the customer need? And then you serve these customers what you want. But again, The natural smile of the Thai, I have not seen any competition so far. The others also smile. Don't misunderstand me. They smile, they're very nice. But this place here is still number one. Then, of course, attention. As Katharina said, attention by the natural smile is there, but it needs to be trained by the way that you start. Maikreng Jai. Don't be shy to talk to foreigners. Ask them. Talk to them. What they need, what is the problem, how can I help? Because the spa is there to help them. And then hot springs is part of this. If you have hot springs, I would tell you that most of the people, whether visitors or Thai, who are over 50 years and more, will come. They start having arthritis and it's pain here and it's pain there. Hot springs is the best place to relax, calm down, feel well. Again, I don't know how many hot springs you have here. So if you are the only one, you have a fantastic product. More than 20? 120 hot spring sources? All of them in the same place with you? 27. Well, where are they? Excuse me. I only have question mark. Why don't we know? Okay, so this is part of this. Same as you need to think again, what does Thailand have special? 18 points of criteria, but among them, as I said, the smile, the warmth, the hospitality, the natural food. Always, I'm concentrating on natural now. Natural food, the healing, the mental, spiritual tradition combined, integrative with physical, and so on and so forth. You have it. I think. Yes?
Please, thank you very much. If we look okay, my question is maybe a little bit wide, but we would like to know, like for the health and wellness industry in Thailand, we have the certain development from the concept that based on the human touch, the natural resort. What is the next step in your opinion that will have more developed on this industry?
Well,
anybody,
it's
please.
not my show.
Anybody.
I'm sorry, but I'll try to be short and then I'll give it to you. I think we had at least the beginning of such a discussion. Where does wellness and well-being lead us to continue the development and the so-called positioning among the others? And the answer for me is integrative. Integrative means science and medicine have developed so quickly the past 10 years. My parents never heard anything about stem cells. It was not possible. So I do not have spare parts in the freezing bank because they did not keep the umbilical cord and the placenta as it is possible today. Mind you, for me, stem cells is maybe using medical knowledge, because otherwise we cannot use the knowledge of DNA, chromosomes. This is medicine. Technology, which can go both sides, because we need to know how to cultivate and activate stem cells. But for me, stem cells is part of wellness and lifestyle, because it is part of anti-aging. And anti-aging today, which every spa can do, because you are already doing part of it. Whether it's massage, whether it's hot springs, whether it's dancing or yoga and so on, feeling good. Anti-aging today involves the feeling good. It involves the new knowledge of hormone balancing, See? I can get old. Nobody can stop me from becoming old. This is not invented yet. But the older I get, the better I can feel. Because people like you, and this is why I say education, training,